is up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. All right, guys. I wanted to just talk about this story that I saw actually on page 6, and it is Cardi B and Offset. They have unfollowed each other on social media. And this is not the story that I'm talking about, because I'm not here to talk about, oh, these two people unfollowed each other, because I don't even know how people really get into that. But I guess what triggered people checking to see is because of some stories that they posted. And Cardi B, she posted about outgrowing relationships. Now, the story is that they seem to have hit a rough patch. The rappers who tied the knot in 2017 have unfollowed each other on Instagram. Additionally, she shared some cryptic messages via her Instagram story on Monday. It said, "You know when you just outgrow relationships. I'm tired of protecting people's feelings. I got to put myself first." And then he took to his own Instagram story to share a snippet of Al Pacino's Scarface character shouting, "Hey, F you, man. Who put this thing together? Me. Who do I trust? Me." Reps for the pair did not immediately respond to page 6's request for comment. And over the weekend, she made her runway debut, and he wasn't there. But if you remember, and I talked about this a couple of months ago, almost a couple of months ago at least, he did this extravagant display for her birthday in October and showered her with nearly $500,000 worth of Hermes bags. And then he did this huge display of roses, and she was talking about, this is my man. I'll bite you bees for this man. And I talked about that. I talked about that briefly. But the story continues that they made headlines in June after he accused her of cheating on him. He said, "My wife effed to N on me. Y'all N-words know how I come." He did that via Instagram story. And at the time, she denied the allegations. And she said, "First of all, let me say," and she was singing it, "you can't accuse me of all the things you know that you are guilty of." And it was basically singing Keisha Cole's song, "I Should Have Cheated." And she said, "Listen, don't pay attention to that country man, y'all." And then she said he was spiraling and just making stuff up and thinking things that weren't true, and basically saying that, if she's going to do that with anybody, of course people are going to talk. So how could that even be possible? But then he came out and said that it wasn't true. He was just really drunk and just was just saying things, and he deleted the Instagram story when he was accusing her of doing that. But listen, these two go back and forth so much, and to sit here to speculate that they're getting a divorce or splitting up or separating because of some unfollowing each other on social media, which they can just go back and follow each other in a moment's notice. No one's here to say that this relationship or marriage is here for eternity or is going to even last a very long time. Now, it's lasted several years. They got married in 2017 and it's about to be 2024. So that's not a short period of time. Definitely longer than Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, right? But basically, I just wanted to talk about this because this is not a huge shocker. They've just been going back and forth so much even before they got married. And not to bring Tasha K up into this, but the reason why I even wanted to talk about this story is because a lot of people, and even the courts, because of the things, the allegations or whatever that Cardi B accused Tasha K of doing when it came to the defamation, the relationship that she has with her husband, in my personal opinion, is the one thing that I feel is her kryptonite, if you will. And she doesn't want anyone coming for her. And when she feels that he is putting her out there or embarrassing her, and it's true and it's real, there's really nothing that she can do about it but either choose to ignore or accept it and put her feelings on her sleeves and wear it in the public, right? And because Tasha K did do a number of stories where she was exposing him, wasn't exposing her so much, but exposing him, and she didn't like it, I believe that that was what she ultimately was upset for, but can't really sue a blogger / vlogger for reporting stories that can be, proven about infidelity by your husband, when the groupies were the ones that were coming and sharing the stories with the vlogger. You know what I mean? So the other things that were brought up, I believe, was her payback for her speaking about the relationship more so, because I really don't believe, because like I've spoke about this before, when it comes to defamation, that I'm not saying it's okay for someone to say that someone has an STD when they don't. But when it comes to defamation in the courts, it is supposed to be about how did this damage you financially, not just the fact that someone lied on you and said that you have something. How did that damage you financially? How did it take away job opportunities, career opportunities, gigs, contracts? What did you really lose out on? Cardi B didn't lose out on anything. So I really don't believe that the herp allegation hurt her. I feel that the relationship news was what was really hurting her even more. And people can disagree, and that's fine. But listen, this is a woman who paid to have some chicks who allegedly slept with her husband bashed over the head and beat up in a club, some strippers. So this is what I'm saying. These are the lengths that this woman would go to for the sake of her relationship. And back in October, when she showed the display of the roses and all the other stuff that was in their home and how he set that up for her, and she was talking about, I love this man, I'll bite you bees for this man or whatever. To me, it spoke a lot about what her true kryptonite is and what she really cares about and what really got under her skin when it comes to Tasha K, more so than the herp allegation. People can agree or disagree, be indifferent or not, but I just see what I see and I feel what I feel. And that's why I believe she is just slowly trying to delve into different things, not really getting into the music a whole lot. I've never been into her music, just me, just a matter of my taste versus, whatever, and my matter of preference. But I'm saying the story that I talked about, they were reporting also on how she just recently walked in the runway show for Balenciaga's fall 2024 show in LA. So, it's not surprising that she's talking about outgrowing a relationship, whatever, but it's not so much just outgrowing it. It was a relationship that, in my personal opinion, I feel like was just kind of put together, because I did used to watch Love and Hip Hop back in the day, and I remember when she was on the show, and I also remember the Migos being on there. They were not a part of the show, but there was an episode where they were on there, right? So I do feel that this in some way was some sort of industry connection that they got together, and whatever. I don't really care about all of that, but I'm just basically saying that I do believe that when it comes to this relationship and just the constant back and forth, ups and downs or whatever, this is her kryptonite. And she needs to either piss or get off the pot. I mean, you're either going to stay with him or not, but the coming back and forth and unfollowing each other and doing the things that they do when it comes to their relationship, and then the next moment they're back together, whatever. I mean, just keep us out of it. Make a decision. If you're going to leave it, then file, get it done. It'll become news because of who they both are. But I'm just basically saying all of this constant back and forth and getting on social media and sharing this and sharing that. It's just do what you're going to do. But I do, I wouldn't say I feel bad for the kids. They're going to be good. They have 2 children together. Just co-parent, He's got a multitude of other kids with women that he never got married to. So just do your thing. Because to be honest with you, it would probably be beneficial for her if she was not in that relationship anymore. Because I do believe, and I'm blaming him for the decisions and actions that she has made, but for whatever reason, she has chosen someone that was not really good for her to make him into a husband, and has made some terrible, horrible decisions based on the person that she's in a relationship with. And even like Tasha K said, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but my husband was with me every day at the trial. Where was your husband? And I'm just using that as one example because even in this story, when they talked about her walking at the Balenciaga show, he wasn't there. And you see and hear about that a lot, about him not really being there, like really being there with her and being there for her. So anyway, guys, it's not just a marriage of convenience, because I don't even believe it's convenient for her. I do believe she comes from the background and the type of like Dominican household where it's like they're strong on marriage and having children and making families, where she really wants that. And she's even talked about not even really liking being famous and being a star and a celebrity, so to speak. So I just believe that she's made a lot of terrible, horrible, bad decisions, not just blaming him for everything, but also because, of being in a relationship with someone that really isn't good for her. So listen, if it's not going to be anymore, I really wish her and her children the best of luck. But we shall see what comes of this, because honestly, I'm not holding my breath that they're not going to be together anymore. But I mean, who knows? Who knows? You never know until it actually happens, because she's filed before and she rescinded on that. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.